Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Kai. So, today I wanted to share a story with you that has to do with a paper art project. So, for this art project, we are going to be folding paper. And many of you might have done it before, where you take an ordinary sheet of paper and you fold it in a way that you can create something like this, a paper hat. Or maybe I could wear it like this. It's a little paper hat. And also in our story, it has to do with a paper boat. And how a little boy wanted to sail a little paper boat, even though everyone told him that boats shouldn't be made out of paper. So, I will be showing you how to fold both a paper hat and a paper boat out of an ordinary piece of paper. And the cool part is, it goes with the story. All right, you guys ready? Okay, let's do it. The little boy and the paper boat. All right, boys and girls, we're going to start with an ordinary piece of paper. 8.5 by 11, so it's just like the regular paper that you would find in the copy machine. Or you could use like a piece of folder paper. All right, so the story goes that once upon a time there was a little boy who wanted to go to sea in a paper boat. Okay? Everyone told him that it was a bad idea and that a boat should not be made out of paper. But the little boy didn't listen. So one day he went out and he folded himself a paper hat. Here's how you do it. You take a piece of paper and you fold it in half. Hamburger, not hot dog. So that means top to bottom, and you should have a rectangle. Okay? A hamburger, or it looks like a book. Okay? We're not going to make a hot dog, so don't fold it that way. Fold it the way that it'll look more like this. Okay? We fold it in half. When you're done folding it in half, we are going to take the two edges, okay, with the open side on the bottom. We're going to take the top two edges and we're going to fold them in. Like so. So from here, making sure that the bottom is the part that is open, okay, and on the top it's folded. You're going to fold the two edges down so that they meet in the middle. Okay? Now it should look like this. Again, we folded the paper in half, and then with the top side closed and the bottom side is the one that's open, we fold the two corners down. It should look like this. On the bottom, you should have an opening. Okay? So this opening, this piece of paper, there should be two little flaps in the bottom. We are going to fold them up. Okay. You are going to fold the two flaps that were on the bottom. So we folded a hamburger, and then we folded the two edges down. Okay, now we are going to fold the two bottom pieces up, one on one side and one on the other. That's how we make our hat. when you open it, you have a paper hat that you can either wear this way, or turn it sideways and wear it this way. You see it? That's my paper hat. Okay, one more time. We took our piece of paper, fold in half, with the top part being the side that's closed and the bottom part being open. We fold down, and then we fold the two flaps over. One on one side and up on the other side. And that makes the little boy's hat. See, it's a hat. All right, now the little boy had his hat. We just folded the paper hat. Next, he thought, I'm one step closer to going out to sea in my paper boat. But what if I'm on my paper boat and I get hungry? So he decided to pack himself a sandwich. Let me show you how he made a sandwich. You take your paper hat, and what we're going to do is we are going to push the sides together. Okay, so here's your paper hat. We're going to push the sides of the hat together, and it's going to make a diamond. Okay, so again, we have our paper hat. You're going to push, so hold it with your thumbs, push it together, and fold it flat. It's gonna make a diamond or a square, and there's gonna be some overlap, so just tuck one piece behind the other. Okay, and then that'll be flat. It'll look like this. You see that? It has like this part that had to be tucked behind. Okay, and we crease the edges. So now we have this fold with the bottom being open. I'm gonna stick my hand inside there. Okay, and it should look like that, like a sandwich, right? A little sandwich. So now the boy has his hat and a sandwich. Now that he had a sandwich and he had his hat, there's my hat. A hat and a sandwich. Sandwich and a hat. My hat was like this, right? You guys have already folded your hat into a sandwich. Okay, so you had a hat which looked like this, right? Your hat, which we just folded. Okay, and then we pull out the sides, push in the middle, and we've turned it into a sandwich. Okay, so now the little boy was ready. He had his hat, he had his sandwich. It was time to go in his paper boat. Let me show you how we're going to make the paper boat. You are going to keep folding from the sandwich. All right, let's go. Okay, so from the sandwich, what you're going to do is your sandwich should have a part where the flaps are, right? So that's the bottom and it opens. You're going to take one side and you're going to fold it up. Not all the way, but maybe 1/3 of the way up. Okay, so if you see that, I didn't fold it all the way. I only folded it so it looks like a square or one diamond in another diamond. And I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do the same thing. Fold it up. Okay, and crease it so that both sides look like that. And actually, if you were to flip it over, it kind of looks like a heart or a diamond. Look. Yeah. And up here is where there's a hole. So it should look like that. And all I did was I took the sandwich that we folded and I went ahead and I folded up the two sides. I fold those up. Okay. From there, I'm going to turn it this way, put my thumbs in the middle and pull it out. Let's try that again. So I went from the sandwich and I folded up the bottoms. One, flipped it, folded up the other side. Okay. Now the top is closed, but there is an opening on the bottom. So I stick my hand in the opening. Okay, and I turn it sideways. And I pull it out. So it went from there to pull, there. You know you got it right if you have two triangles on this side. And then like a rectangle on the bottom. And the bottom should still be the part that can open. Okay? We're going to fold this up. Fold the bottom up as far as it will go. And do the same to the other side. Fold the bottom up as far as it will go. Okay, now we're back to a triangle. Okay, again, I went for my sandwich and I folded the two bottom sides up. Open. You're here. I'm going to do it again. Fold the two bottom sides up. Okay. Here's the tricky part. Hold the middle, and you are going to pull out, gently pull out the flap. Holding the middle, I'm going to gently pull out the flap. And that is the boat. Okay? So we went from the sandwich to the boat. The boat should be able to open. Okay? Let's get back to our story. All right, let's get back to the story. With his paper hat and his paper sandwich, the little boy set out to sail in his paper boat. He felt happy as a clam as he sailed on the sea, until a big wave came and broke the bow of his boat. Really, the bow is, because I'm recording backwards, the bow is the front of his boat. So the big wave came, and it took off the bow of his boat. But the little boy said, "That's okay. I still have my sail and the back of my boat. I'll just keep sailing. It'll be fine." And on he went, and on he went. All of a sudden, a shark came and chomped the back of his boat. Oh my goodness. A paper-eating shark. I wonder if the shark would have eaten it if it was a wooden boat. But alas, it was a paper boat. And the shark took a chunk out of it. The little boy said, that's okay. I still have my sail. I don't need to go into shore. I'll just sail for a little while longer. And then the skies grew dark and a lightning struck the sail, which caused the sail to fall. What do you think happened to the little boy? Any ideas? Nobody knows, because the next day, all they found was a shirt. Isn't that a funny story? Well, I hope you enjoyed it. It was meant to be, a story where we learned how to make a paper hat and a paper boat. And we ripped it and made a paper shirt. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you need to go and rewatch the video so you can figure out how to make it again, go ahead. All right? Bye.